This presentation will be looking at how to use interactive posters in the classroom in place of traditional posters. This presentation was created by Margaret Lucero, a New York State certified ELA teacher for grades 5 through 12. She is currently a master's degree candidate in SUNY Oneonta for educational technology. She has also worked within suburban and urban school districts. In many schools, teachers give their students the opportunity throughout the year to demonstrate their expertise on a certain topic within the content. Before educational technology made its way to the forefront of the classroom learning experience, students created posters with markers and colored pencils. This method allowed students to creatively demonstrate their understanding of the content in a physical way. With the emergence of technology in the classroom, students can present the same information to their peers. However, now this information can be assessed and expanded upon on a digital level. Traditional posters refer to the posters that students create in the classroom through the use of coloring utensils and eventually through printed photos. Non-traditional posters refer to the interactive posters that connect to the internet in order to share images, audio, and video to develop student understanding of a topic. As a basis to investigate the positive implications of interactive posters, this presentation will be focusing around a lesson plan from a 9th grade English class where students are investigating the role of a theme in a story. The text that the students will be using is The Hunger Games by Susan Collins. Students will be broken up into groups of 4 and assigned a particular theme. These themes include the importance of power, the concept of identity, the division of society and class, the importance of appearance, and the complexities of love. This lesson, and thus the use of interactive posters, lines up well with reading and writing anchor standards from the Common Core standards. Students will be referencing back to the text to make inferences about their theme's role in the story. As a class, there will be a viewing of the movie adaptation of the novel The Hunger Games. During this viewing, students will look at the visual representations of their theme in the movie. This allows students to investigate the story in multiple formats. Students will also be completing a small amount of research for this activity as well. This research will allow them to share information with their peers that deepens the collaborative effort of the assignment. Students will use the information gathered throughout the segment in order to create an informative poster that explains their theme's role in the Hunger Games through the use of audio, video, and digital triggers on their poster. Within their groups, students will circulate the room with at least one smart device, either a cell phone or a tablet, in order to interact with the different themed posters around the room. Students will interact with the posters via the trigger images that the topic group chose. During this gallery walk, students will complete an activity sheet, which they will hand in after the activity. This sheet will determine the effectiveness of the interactive posters across multiple aspects of the topic. In order to determine the effectiveness of this activity, it is important for the teachers to use assessments. This particular lesson segment has 4. The interactive posters will highlight the group's understanding of their particular theme. The gallery walk will give students the opportunity to develop a more in-depth understanding of different themes in the story. The peer and self-reflection will look at how this activity developed collaborative skills. Students will share how their members are doing in the group setting. And finally, the novel test will look at how students' overall understanding of themes in the Hunger Games, as well as their ability to hold this information into their short-term and long-term memory. Accessibility and the development of knowledge and skill are the lesson characteristics that indicate easy or successful use of the internet resources for this segment. Students are able to spread and share information more easily through the use of digital space. Also, students are able to access more information with ease. However, through the use of interactive posters, there is less need for face-to-face interaction outside of the theme groups. The human-computer interactions that indicate easy or successful use of internet resources include students using research to find outside information about their theme in the Hunger Games. Also, students use augmented reality in order to create a more in-depth presentation about their theme. Students will also have the opportunity to be a part of a larger conversation in regards to the Hunger Games. And students will use augmented reality to create more in-depth understanding of the topic and the conversation being had. Unfortunately, some of the themes chosen may not be as prevalent to the community's conversation about the Hunger Games. Also, if students are not following the correct channel in the apps, there may be difficulty sharing the information through the use of augmented reality. In order to determine the effectiveness of interactive posters within the classroom, there are 5 key questions to ask. These questions include: how does it meet the educational goals for students? How does tech aid goals rather than goals conforming to tech? How does this tool effectively assess goal achievement? How can this be achieved via traditional methods? And how does this true tech integration to aid content learning rather than learning tech skills? It is important to look at how the lesson connects with each of the 4 standards that this segment aligns with. For Anchor Reading Standard Number 1, this group activity allows students the opportunity to refer back to their text in order to create a statement about their topic as well as find textual evidence that supports their statement. Through the inferences that students make based off the textual evidence, the group will be able to create their statement about the theme. For Reading Standard 7, this activity meets this standard in spades. Students will be able to re-experience the story when the class watches the movie adaptation of Susan Collins' renowned story. Also, students will conduct research online that will expose them to information about their topic in different media formats and styles. For Anki Writing Standard Number 2, the group of students need to present and examine information from the text, movies, and an outside internet source in order to show the theme's role in the story. For Writing Standard 6, students present the information via the interactive poster. Other students will be able to interact with the posters in order to learn more about the topic discussed through audio, video, and reading information presented. These standards focus on a student's ability to analyze critically and present information in an organized manner, as well as present information that is presented to them. This lesson allows students to be the creator and the consumer. Students will collaborate with group members to create an interactive poster that demonstrates their expertise of their assigned topic. This is accomplished through the use of multiple media formats, as well as through the activities pushed towards critical thinking, research, and analysis. The use of interactive posters, students can be assessed on their ability to create the poster, focusing on their ability to analyze information and express their knowledge and opinion in an organized and concise manner. Students can also be assessed on their ability to process the information that is being provided to them. Through the use of interactive posters, students will be able to be assessed as creator and consumer of information. Students still have the opportunity to present and learn information through traditional posters made from markers and colored pencils. Through this manner, students use their creativity to present information that they feel is important. Even though students are not able to share videos or articles with their peers in this format, students can analyze the video and share the information that they feel is most important to the point that they are trying to make through their poster. Although the use of traditional posters provides students with the opportunity to display their understanding of a topic and meet the standards for this activity, the use of interactive posters not only meets the expectations and provides students with the same opportunities as traditional posters, but exceeds them. This is because of the fact that it also develops the relationships between student technology and highlights that technology has a prevalent role to play in the expression of opinion and information in the 21st century workforce, society, and education. Within this particular lesson, students are able to use the internet in order to enrich the knowledge presented in their interactive posters. If they were creating traditional posters from markers and colored pencils without using the internet, students would be constricted in regards to the resources that they can use to better their understanding of the topic and what they can share with their peers. In order to learn more about how interactive posters can be used to develop your understanding of implementing interactive posters in your classroom, feel free to access any of these additional sources.